Hello, hello!
Hello!
Good morning, good afternoon, and konbanwa, wherever you are in the world. I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro at your service. And today I have a wonderful guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Takizawa Ria. I am Rita's genmate from No Talents Primordia. Nice to meet you guys. If you haven't seen me before, but yes.
Yes, oh my gosh, and yes, I see people congratulating in the chat. If you don't know, we just rated from my very first love song, my very first original love song called Brainworm. And if you haven't got the chance to listen to it, essentially what it is, it's a love song for all of my favorite fictional characters. So I didn't get to feature all of them in the music video, but it's a song to showcase my heart going out to all of my favorite video game characters. So hopefully, if you listen to it, you can think about your favorite video game characters and the brainworms they give you.
Yes.
Gosh. But yeah, in the spirit of Valentine's Day and in the spirit of video games, fictional characters, we decided to bring you all today a PowerPoint night themed not only for love, but also video games. Isn't that right? Are you excited?
I'm excited!
Woohoo! So we only have 2 PowerPoints today for you all, but still lots of important stuff we have to share for you all. If you've never been to a PowerPoint night, essentially what it is you share whatever's on your mind. It can be as serious, as educational as you want it to be, or it can be as goofy and unhinged as you want it to be.
Or both.
Yeah, or both. It could be both. Cough, cough, Ria.
Wink, wink.
Gosh. Wink, wink. I have done a Valentine's themed. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I think the last Valentine's one I did was Genshin Impact as an office romance.
Office romance.
Yeah, as an office romance.
It's like an AU.
Yeah, like an office romance AU or something like that. I also have done Genshin-themed PowerPoint nights. I did one on like the governments of Genshin. I did one on Genshin characters as K-pop groups. But this is Ria's first PowerPoint night, isn't that right?
Yes, it's my first.
Woohoo! And
Please
I
go
didn't.
easy on me.
Oh, you guys.
Are we gonna be graded?
Oh, are we gonna be graded? Are you all gonna grade us?
Yeah, you're gonna grade us on our presentations.
On how cuckoo crazy these are? No, they're supposed to be fun and silly, so no really rehearsal needed, no preparation, not too much preparation needs to be needed. So as long as you're having fun, then you'll get good marks. I totally forgot to loop this audio as well. I'm surprised it went for as long as it did. But yeah. I think also, I didn't get to look at yours yet. I didn't look at yours in like thorough detail, but I did glimpse over it when I was downloading it. And it's good. I think you got the assignment. I think you understood the assignment. So we'll start off with me as the host. I have more of a calm one today. I didn't go as hard as I have in the past with researching governments of video games and things like that. And then we'll jump into Ria's. And then we're also going to be rating into a Valentine's Day concert that we're both part of today.
Yeah!
So the fun does not stop with us here today.
It does not. For real, for real.
Exactly. And yes, if you are new to PowerPoint presentation nights, that's you too, Ria. At any point, if you have any questions, you could raise your hand, get your attention of the presenter. I'll also try my best to stop for questions. And that goes for you all too, okay? I have my eyes on the chat, and whenever there's a good time to stop and answer questions, I'll go ahead and do that. But are we ready? Ria, are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm so excited to see your president.
Oh gosh.
Show me the brainworms.
Yes, the brainworms will be shared today. So this is the reason why I decided I wanted to do this topic as my presentation. Well, it's not on the screen yet. You have to wait to kind of reveal it, right? Is because I have just finished playing this game. And there is a specific character in this game that I cannot stop talking about. And I have yapped about this character on the streams and stuff of this game before, but I felt like I never really got the chance to sit down and really air out my thoughts and feelings about this specific character. So today I will be talking about, drumroll please, my little scrimblo Jin Xenoblade. Wait, let me adjust let me adjust the screen. You know Jin Xenoblade?
Yeah. I played this game briefly and then lent it to my friends a few years ago. He never gave it back.
Ria, I will have to say a lot. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to make this as spoiler-free as possible.
It's okay. I'll probably forget by the time I forget to play it.
Okay, good. Because I will have to say, most of this presentation is him based off of a prequel game.
Oh.
So this is like him before a very substantial life-altering event.
Okay.
He's fundamentally different as a person now in this presentation than he is like in the base game. So I would like to introduce my fave from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I guess Toward of the Golden Country. My little scrimblo, Jin Xenoblade. But before we jump into the main portion of the presentation, I did want to take a second to do a little definition of what a Oh, I put blorbo here. Sorry. First typo of the evening. A scrimblo. Why? I guess blorbo is another way to say it. Blorbo, scrimblo. Those are synonyms, so generally people use them very interchangeably. I think there is a little bit of nuance. I think scrimblo maybe has a little bit more of like a, I don't want to say pity, but like you feel a little bit more empathetic towards that person. So blorbo, scrimblo, the same thing. I brought this up because on stream, I ended up calling him, I can't remember if I called him my scrimblo or my blorbo, and someone was like, what is that? What do you mean? So I wanted to clarify that someone or something who is a scrimblo can be someone or something that is cute or lovable or anything similar to that. Yeah, not to be confused with John Xenoblade. This is Jin Xenoblade.
Xenoblade.
I love, what is it called? I love the thing where like if the character doesn't have a last name, you refer to them by their franchise. Like my favorite character is Shao Xenoblade. You know what I mean?
Dude, there's someone called Shao?
Sorry, not Xenoblade. Shao Genshin, sorry. You were talking, I got it mixed up. Like Shao Genshin or like Garrus has a last name. What else? Do you have any faves that you refer to with their franchise as the last name?
Well, actually, Fire Emblem characters all have last names. Oh, wait.
No, so there's no like John Fire Emblem?
Wait, not all of them do.
Ooh,
so Lon'qu can just be Lon'qu Fire Emblem. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sans Undertale.
Sans Undertale, exactly. You're getting it. So, are we clear on that? Do you have any questions on that, Ria? What a scrimblo is, what a blorbo is? All right, so now I get to... go ahead. Go for it.
What if they're like really hot? Are they also a scrimblo? Or is it only reserved for like cute-ish?
That's a great question. See, I feel like cute is in the eye of the beholder, right? So I feel like you can possess both attributes of what we would consider hot or cute. So I think there's a Venn diagram where you can be both a scrimblo or blorbo. And that. So that's a fantastic question. You're such a good student. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. So there you go. Now you know. But now we get to go into the meat and potatoes of this presentation, which is just me talking about Jin Xenoblade. So first point I wanted to make, and keep in mind, these are like not rehearsed, so I don't even know what slide is next. I made this at like midnight. I was like, oh, I have PowerPoint midnight. I gotta do this. So, oh my gosh. Okay, first one is Jin is very comforting, so gentle, so kind, and a lot of people. I know, like look all the screenshots. So, a lot of people think of Jin as very cold, very stoic, very reserved. But I don't think that, makes him not comforting. I think he knows how to comfort others. I don't think he's naturally like a hugger. Like, I don't think if he was upset, he would ask for a hug or initiate. But I think if he knows somebody is like a hugger, I think specifically in this example with Laura, I think like that's how he. This is completely my headcanon, but I have a feeling it's like, oh, he recognized that she feels comforted with hugs and like a pat on the back or something like that. So he's there to provide that comfort and that care. So even though he's not really like I don't think he's very good with words. Maybe not as much as some other people, but he knows how to comfort people in other ways. So
Are they friends?
I don't think it's ever like canonically mentioned whether or not they are friends. I think some people may see them as more like siblings or like friends. Some might see them as more like romantic coded, but I don't think it's ever like clearly stated or explicitly stated is what I meant to say.
They're a couple of friends.
I personally do see them with a more like romantic whatchamacallit. Yeah, like a more, but again, everyone has their own interpretation of like how they behave or how they interact with one another. So it's all up to your own preferences, right? So first note is Jin is very comforting. Okay, here we go. I think there is an aspect to his scrimblo-ness that is associated with this gap, I think, in expectation between the fact that he's a very seemingly reserved and seemingly cold kind of person and him being actually a very gentle and comforting person. So I think that is definitely, exactly, I think that definitely contributes to that. There's another character in Xenoblade that I would refer to as a scrimblo as well. For those who are knowing, I would consider N a scrimblo as well. And I think he has a similar sort of like, I guess, gap in expectation, that gap moe you mentioned, where he's very dark and like brooding and foreboding, but then there's that aspect of like, aww. There's that aspect of like empathy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, any questions on this slide? Are we good?
I'm good.
Okay, all right, next slide. Again, I don't know what's next, so we'll see. Yes, okay. Strong and protective, but not overbearing. In this example that I've provided here, he had just found out, so the girl that you saw previously, her name is Laura, he had just found out that something may potentially be on their way to harm her, or she might be in danger. So he immediately runs out of the room, pushes him out of the way, like, I gotta go. So one thing that I think contributes to Jin being my scrimblo or my blorbo is that he is very, like, caring in that way. He's very protective. But I also think he doesn't, like, look at Laura as someone who is weak or defenseless. And so he is very protective in that way, but is also very respectful of, like, her and her agency and her, like, strength and respects that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Oh my gosh, my mod says the 9 to 5 flashbacks of hearing any questions on this slide.
Any questions on this slide?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, do we need to synergize? Do we need to circle back? Do we need to, like, you know, anything that we need to...
Is there an issue with the chat box?
Is there? Oh, there might be.
It's not moving, apparently.
It might be my other chat box. Let me replace that. It might be the chat box for... Oh, actually, yeah, I think it is just frozen. It is just frozen. It died. I'm sorry.
What did you guys do, huh?
What did you do? Here, let me try refreshing it. Bonk. Did that work? Oh, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
There you go. That's weird. I've never had that problem. Cool. All right, so let's continue on then, shall we?
Yes.
We live! Chat lives!
Yay!
All right, continuing on. Next slide is... Oh, he's a chef! Oh my gosh.
That's the best part.
That's the best part. So I mentioned this before, that this is a prequel game. So in the base game of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you actually see flashbacks to these moments in the prequel like DLC game. And then you get to see them again when you actually play the prequel. So the first time I had seen these cutscenes, so I was playing base game before I played the DLC, right? I think the first thing I mentioned about Jin in like one of the cutscenes where you see him, he like walks into their camp and he goes, "Your dinner is ready, master." And my immediate reaction was, he's a chef?
Sorry.
I think he says like your lordship or something, or like master or whatever. Because he travels with someone who is a lord or is a prince, I guess. So he's like, your dinner is ready, and I go, he's a chef. And then you find out, you know, as you play the prequel, he actually, you know, is good. This is actually one of his voice lines. He says, "In cooking, as in combat, you need to keep your skills sharp." So, there you go. This icon here, actually, if you're in their camp, screen that's sort of like the rest, level up, crafting sort of screen, you see these talismans, and everyone has their own sort of like unique capability or skill. So someone's really good at making machines, someone's really good at making talismans, there's another guy who's really good at making like fine dining, but Jin's specialty is home cooking, and he's a really good chef. So the screenshot I have here, he's like, I'll help with the cooking.
He's the perfect man.
Cool. So yeah, I thought I'd point that out. He's a chef.
He's kind of similar to my man's.
Ah!
The one in my PowerPoint. I mean,
Preview. You have to. Okay, you guys got to connect the dots.
one of them.
Like you have to see.
Yeah.
You have to look at the sort of like connections, I guess, the similarities, if you will.
Yes.
So yeah, he's a chef. He's good with like knives and sharp things, because he also can use a sword. Next one. Next slide. Oh, yes, eye contact. And I guess in general, good communication. So I know it's kind of hard to tell in the second slide, but in the second slide, this is from a scene where he's just like relaxing and hanging out, I guess, with Laura. They're taking a break before or after a really big event. And they're just talking and hanging out. She's like doing her own thing. He's like writing in his journal. And she like brings something up. And he can tell from what I can tell, he can tell that it's more of like a serious conversation that she's about to start. So he like stops what he's doing. He like fully turns around, face to face her, like lowers like his eye level sight to like match hers, and like full on eye contact, like fully engaged in the conversation.
Respectful.
So, respectful, good communication, both verbal and non-verbal. So attentive, so focused. Scrimblo!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, because like he'll like look at the way that he looks at Laura, like very like locked in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, because and like he's also not, he doesn't seem like a jealous kind of person. He does like listen to her, he does like value her opinion and things like that. Yeah.
Master of the sword and body language.
There you go. And continuing on, because I think he's like a very he's not very sociable. He's like more introverted and reserved, but he is very kind. Like he's a nice person. I think so. Continuing on. Oh, so there was a scene in base game. It was actually a cutscene. And it was the first time they introduced this blonde child. I don't want to say their name because it might be a spoiler. Okay. They introduced this blonde child. And I remember the first time I saw this cutscene with Jin and Laura talking to this blonde child for the first time, I immediately went, oh my gosh, mama y papa. Like, I put tries to be good with kids because he's, like I said, he's a little bit like not sociable. I don't think he's particularly fantastic with his words. I think he can be very sentimental at times, but I think sometimes he doesn't exactly know the right thing to say. If that
a little bit
sense.
Awkward.
Yeah, a little bit awkward, but he is very, you got it. Oh my gosh, she's getting it. She's picking up on it.
Yeah.
I think like he, how do I don't think he's like, he's just not like extroverted or anything like that. He's not bad at talking to people, but I don't think he's like good at talking with kids, maybe. So I put Papa energy. I thought the scene was very sweet. He was like, he like patted him on the head and he was like, I don't know exactly what he said. I don't know what the subtitle here says, but it's something like, you're gonna be okay, or like you're gonna do a good job. As he like pats him on the head, gets up, pats him on the back immediately afterwards, and they essentially just adopt him into their group.
No.
So, I thought that was very sweet.
That's
and
so cute.
Constantly throughout this prequel game, like they constantly have conversations of like, do you think it'll be okay for the kids to keep traveling with us? Like, do you think what do you think it'll be the safest option for them? Like, they've had that conversation more than once in this game of like, what do you think is best for the kids? Like, you know what I mean? So I think that's very sweet that that Jin is thoughtful about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next slide is
Daddy energy.
Yeah, Papa. Oh my, Papa, Peepaw. Oh my gosh. Next one is, I think, probably the one that I might spend the most time on, is that he's a very sentimental guy. I think this point is the biggest one for me, because I think it's the point in the game where I'm like, I find myself going, "Aw," the most when it comes to his sentimentality. So, for those who don't know how the world of Xenoblade works, they have this duality of drivers and blades. I guess like beings. So beings can be drivers or beings can be blades. They don't have to be either or. You can just be like a regular person. But what it is it's kind of like, I've used these examples before. It's not quite the same, but I think it's close enough, of like stand users. If you've seen Soul Eaters, like they're Meisters and the weapons. Or like in Bleach, you have the Shinigami and there's Zanpakuto. So it's like a similar thing where it's like you have the weapon and the one who, like, I guess uses the weapon, quote unquote. Yeah. So in the world of Xenoblade, you have drivers and you have blades. And the thing about, and Jin is a blade and Laura is a driver, okay? So the thing about blades and drivers is that when a driver dies, so they're sort of like connected, they resonate. Right, so a driver like Laura can resonate with something called a core crystal that harbors a blade. So she resonated with Jin, and now they're connected. They like resonate. That's called resonating, I guess. I'm trying to explain this in a simple way. So what happens when a driver dies, though? So like Laura, if she dies, she's gone for good. But with Jin, he's gone temporarily. He basically retreats back into his core crystal, is incapacitated for a while, but can eventually resonate with a new driver. But the thing is they completely forget their memories from when they were with their previous driver. I know, it's so sad. So I don't want to get into too much spoilerino territory, but that is generally how blades and drivers work in the world of Xenoblade. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this sentimentality, because Jin starts to think like, oh my gosh, like, because he has this conversation about like, you know, do you ever wish you could like live, because like blades can technically like live forever, and they essentially they will eventually become beings that live a really long time. That's sort of like the life cycle of a blade. They eventually turn into something that lives much longer. And one of his quotes in the game is, "I don't wish for forever. All I want is my life with her. That's plenty." I know! My heart! See, you get it. You get the scrimblo energy.
But like Laura is just a normal human that can die at a normal rate.
Yeah, so she's a driver. That's correct. Okay. So when she dies, she's gone for good. He can like come back to life later, but he'll completely forget her.
No.
I know. So it's really sad. So on that note, though, I'm gonna move on to the image on to the right of that one. For a while, he had to wear a mask in the game because technically, her running around with Jin, who is a blade, he's actually a special blade. He's considered the quote-unquote paragon of Torna, so he's a very well-renowned blade. So
SSR.
Yeah, he's an SSR blade. You're so right. That's a great way to put it. And she was just like a nobody. And so her resonating with Jin was not good. And so basically when they were running around, they were basically like mercenaries running around with Jin hiding like in cover. So for the longest time, he wore a mask that Laura made. Spoiler here. Well, here, I'll try to say it in a way that's not as spoilery. Eventually, there comes a time in the game where he doesn't have to wear the mask anymore for whatever reason. But they don't have to hide anymore, essentially. And so they're having this conversation, and Laura's like, oh, you don't have to wear the mask anymore. Like, you can get rid of it. And she's like, what are you going to do? And he goes, nothing, I think. I think I'll keep wearing it. And the reason why is because she made it for him. And, they had this conversation about, like, Laura being like, oh, I'm going to die one day. You're going to forget me. And, like, I want you to be able to hold on to something that, like, I made for you, even though you'll never remember me. And he had that sort of similar sort of, like, feeling that he wanted to hold on to that. So
why is it so sad?
I know. And then the bottom two are they're essentially the same point. So you can see Jin writing down in a journal. And yeah, so he journals. He keeps a diary essentially. And I think that's so sweet. Very mindful of him. Very mindful king. You know, he journals, right? But the reason why he journals and he keeps a diary is for that similar reason that I had mentioned before about the whole thing about Blades not being able to remember their lives with their previous driver. So he kind of picked up on it from another one of his Blade friends, I guess, because she was like, oh yeah, I have basically a record kept by my previous reincarnations, so she can look back and, you know, be able to see what she was like before. And so he started keeping this diary to be able to remember her, because again, he's afraid of that, losing memories of her.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too much into spoiler territory, so I'm going to stop it there, because there's definitely a lot more I could say about Jin being very sentimental and wanting to preserve those memories of Laura, but I don't want to go into too...
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my scrimblo! Woohoo!
Scrimblo! He's scrimbloing.
He's scrimbloing! Oh my gosh. That's so scrimblo. I don't know the different, ways you could use it in a sentence. Noun, scrimblo.
He's journaling. That's so scrimblo of him.
Yeah, exactly. He's such a scrimblo. Or are we talking about how we can use it in a sentence? Okay, noun, form, scrimblo. Scrimblo can also be used as an adjective. That's so scrimblo.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could use it as an adverb. Like action scrimblo.
Excuse me.
I also have hiccups. I guess I'm getting too excited. So I'm trying to think. Adverb, describing a verb. You can journal, scrimble. No, I think it's just noun and adjective. Yeah.
Scrimblo-y.
I think that's so scrimblo rather than that's so scrimblo-y. So noun or adjective. I don't think you can use it as a verb. Because scrimbloing.
Scrimbloing.
I think it's just noun and adjective.
Okay.
Excuse me. I'm having my fruit tea and I just accidentally I forgot that there's little infusions. Oh my gosh. Any questions?
No. No question.
Excuse me. Okay, moving on. Wow, that strawberry infusion got me. Okay. Okay, next slide. Is that he's a lover, not a fighter. So he's actually very strong. So, and in base game, he is one of the villains. So, and you fight him a lot, and he's very, very strong. But he actually would prefer not to fight. In fact, there's a screenshot here that says, "I'm afraid I don't particularly like fighting." Is something he says in the game, and that shocked me because I was like, "Oh my gosh, he literally fights like us in the main game." So, but what you find out about him is that he would rather not. But for the people that he loves and cares about, he's willing to fight for them and get to their defense, if that makes sense. He's willing to do what he needs to defend them. That being said, him being a lover, not a fighter. He has fought, unfortunately, a lot. So much so he does have a villains wiki page, and he does have a list of crimes against him, including but probably not exclusive to attempted genocide, mass murder, conspiracy, kidnapping, terrorism, stalking, and theft. So, hey, nobody's perfect. We live and we learn. What's that one Hannah Montana song? Nobody's perfect. You live it, you learn it, again and again. And he does learn it. He does get taught a lesson by Rex and Co. That's for sure. But he's just a guy, so
he's just a scrimblo.
Yeah.
Not a fighter.
I never said these weren't serious. I never said that. So, yeah, him being a lover, not a fighter, he has fought. I will say that. This screenshot here, actually, is from is from the prequel game that I was talking about, the DLC. But the thing is, so he was about to go to town on this guy. Because this guy, I will have to say, this guy was trying to exact revenge on Laura. I had mentioned before that Laura wasn't really supposed to resonate with Jin, but she did on accident. And this guy right here did not like that. And so he had tried to kill her a long time ago. But Jin stopped him from doing that. He fully cut his arm off to stop him from killing Laura. So this guy comes back in order to finish the job, I guess, to try to kill Laura. And so Jin was like, nah, not on my watch. So Jin, like I said, is about to go to town on this guy, but Laura's like, stop! That's enough slices! And so he like backs off.
That's enough slices.
Yeah, that's enough slices. So yeah, he stopped because kind of sad to say because she told him to, but he was willing to protect Laura, but he also was willing to back off when she mentioned it. So nobody's perfect. And I think I think it's part of that scrimblo aspect where I'm just like, oh, because again, I don't want to go too much into spoiler territory, but I think you can tell from some of the hints that I've dropped in the story, he was a nice guy. He was this very sentimental and sweet and kind and caring guy, but the worst just got thrown at him, and he turned into a villain. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve that. Put him in a coffee shop, AU.
Put him in a coffee shop, AU. For real. He deserves his chance at a happy life. Somebody go write that coffee shop, AU, please. Gosh. But with that concludes my presentation on Jin Xenoblade. I will now open it up to a Q&A before we wrap up and go to Ria's presentation. Woohoo!
I love how cute everything was. Like, it's so scrapbook
Thank
looking.
you.
Like, it's so
I would like to
nice.
thank Canva, my one and only. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this one. This one was really fun to do. Teehee82 Geneva Law's broken. It's funny because I think my other scrimblo in Xenoblade has like, I'm pretty sure he has the same, if not more, crimes. And Archangels who played XE3. Well, you said you played a little bit of Xenoblade.
I played a little bit of the first Xenoblade, and then I played a little bit of Xenoblade, whatever this one is.
2. This is the prequel.
Yeah, 2.
The DLC, I guess, to 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just 2, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so I know a little bit of the game.
You know a little bit, because
like barely an hour of each game, I'd say.
Oh, you have lots. You have lots to enjoy for sure. But here's the thing, Ria. Because I plan on getting into Fire Emblem.
Yes.
Do you think you'll ever consider getting back into Xenoblade?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's better than no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. No questions? God. Someone says if someone is scrimblo enough, it makes up for a lot of it. It also helps that this is fiction. He did not do these. He did not do mass genocide in real life.
Is he scrimblo because he committed crimes? Or
No.
is he scrimblo despite he
No, he's
committed
scrimblo despite the crimes. Of course. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay. Go.
Would you prefer to ship him with Laura or yourself?
Oh, not me. No.
Oh, okay.
It's more like I appreciate how he is. This love comes from like I appreciate you as a character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course. That's a great question.
Yeah, do you have any that's like my husband kind of characters?
No, I don't think I'm.
Really?
I'm not here to yuck on someone's yum. If that's how you are and that's how you find your joy, all the power to you. I don't think I'm that kind of person. Like even with like Tears of Themis, my character that I sort of like locked into was Artem Wing. Even then, like I saw MC as like her own character, not as like a self-insert.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum. Like, if that's how you find your joy, if that's, like, how you enjoy your media, all the power to you. What about you? How do you perceive, like, your faves or your scrimblos?
Mine.
They're yours. You're real for that. See?
Yes.
See?
Rias.
The Rias. So
Exactly.
are we gonna see some of those Fire Emblem characters like that in your presentation?
Yeah, you
Oh
will.
my gosh. Well, then shall we move on to yours if we don't have any more questions for mine?
Anyone have questions for Rita?
Last one.
Last call.
Last call. All right. Whenever you're ready, I can put on your PowerPoint presentation, and then you just tell me, like, next slide, next slide.
Ready.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Let's
Go.
A brief introduction to the Fire Emblem support system by Sakisawa Ria.
It's funny because it's like you say brief, but yours is like double the length of mine.
Because no, this is brief. This is like just dipping your toes into the ocean.
I'm looking forward to this. I will to say though, is it spoiler? I'm the same way where like I will literally forget.
It's not spoiler at all.
Okay.
I didn't include any spoilers. Yeah.
All right. Well, teacher, wait, let me swap our spots so you can be closer to your presentation as our teacher. Oh gosh.
Oh
my goodness. There we go. I think we've successfully swapped spots now.
Yippee.
All right, teacher, whenever you're ready, I'll let you know if I have any questions.
Okay. Don't worry, we'll start from the very beginning. My PowerPoint is more educational, I guess, but it gets progressively more unhinged, so don't worry.
Yeah, we love the dynamic nature of it. All right, I'm the one control. Next slide. Okay, go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Alright, overview. Topics we'll be covering today. We got what is Fire Emblem? Fire Emblem release timeline, love system origins, bond support, support system evolution, support ranks, babies. Gay? Question mark. My husband part 1 and my husband part 2.
Oh, so we get to see some of your examples of your scrimblos. But okay, I want to say, quick tangent. You can have a fave that's not a scrimblo. That is a strong clarification, I want to say.
Okay. When I
Are
show
they scrimblos?
you
Okay.
When I show you, let me know what you think.
Yes, we'll like circle back. Yeah, see, we'll apply some of the learnings we learned previously to other examples. See, we got this. All right. I'm excited.
Okay.
Next slide.
Yes, next slide. Fire Emblem.
Fire.
Ta-da! Okay, next slide.
Oh, yay!
This is just for the art.
Right, I thought we were gonna get it in a world.
In the world of fantasy and dragons and
emblems on fire.
1,000-year-old lolly girl, like dragons. Sorry.
Beautiful introduction. All right, here we go. Oh, here we go. This is it.
Yeah. What is Fire Emblem? So Fire Emblem is a Japanese fantasy strategic role-playing game, so SRPG, franchise developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo. It was first featured on the NES in 1990, and there's currently, apparently, I think, I didn't double-check this information, but 17 main games and 5 spin-offs.
You didn't check your work?
And, so basically, back in 2013, I think it was 2013, they released Fire Emblem Awakening, which was supposed to be the last game, but instead of the series dying, that game made the series live again. It was like a rebirth.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they were like, we gotta keep it going.
Yeah, it was a rebirth, and since then, it has reached heights it never reached before, and now it's like actually a pretty beloved and popular series.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's when I got into it.
I will soon love and have it be loved by me soon, hopefully.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Sayu's an even older fan of Fire Emblem. I think she got into it long time ago. But
I'll be
I
the
got
baby
into
Fire
it.
Emblem fan then.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah. She's like the hag Fire Emblem fan. I'm like the adolescent Fire Emblem fan.
I'm the Maknae Fire Emblem fan.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh
Alright, next.
Okay, yes, teacher. Ooh,
Here's the
timeline!
timeline. Took this from hookshotchargebeamrevive.com. Alright, this is just a basic timeline of the release of the Fire Emblem games. It's not a timeline for in-game like time, but just the release time. So you can see it came out in 1990, 1992, 1994, 1996, 1997. That's like a spin-off though, the BS Fire Emblem one. 1999, and then next page will show you this part 2.
I'm
So
actually really glad
Yep.
that you brought this up because I didn't realize it went this far back. Like just off the top of my head, I would have thought Fire Emblem started in like 2000 or something, or like 2005.
Right? No, it's old. Like look at that art style. Ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get the 2002, which is on GBA, and then the Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade. That's the first Fire Emblem ever released worldwide in English. Everything before this was only in Japanese and only released in Japan. So you see how the Blazing Blade is just literally called Fire Emblem? It doesn't even have a subtitle. Yeah.
Just fire.
So it's just
Fire
that was the first one.
Emblem.
That's it.
Oh my
Period.
god.
But it's technically the Blazing Blade. Yeah. And then I know Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn is Sayu's favorite. Their Sayu's favorite games. So those two are from the GameCube and the Wii.
Yeah, see, I thought Fire Emblem was a series that would have started at like the Wii, is what I thought. My perception of Fire Emblem. Wow.
No way at all.
Wow, I didn't realize it's like almost like a classic, I guess, from how far back the first game was. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, we can go to the next page.
Sorry, thank you.
There's more.
So I have Mirage Sessions.
You have that?
I have it. Yes.
Oh, so you have played the Fire Emblem game technically?
No. So I haven't played it. I own Mirage Sessions and I own Three Houses, and I will eventually play them soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
My husbando is technically in Tokyo Mirage Sessions as a Mirage.
Ooh, I'm excited. Sorry,
Yeah, so
I
you'll see here. Yeah, you see there's the Shadow Dragon, which is like a remake of the first one. Oh, actually, Shadow Dragon is where they first introduced the player character. No, sorry, it was in the Mystery of the Emblem. My bad.
What do you mean by that?
They have a My Unit, so a player character that you can name and then change the appearance of, and then that's like you, and you are the tactician.
And then you can date in the game? Question mark?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see.
But technically, the first time that they had a tactician was back in the first Fire Emblem game that they brought to Global, so the Blazing Blade. But they didn't let you customize that person, but they did exist.
So, question, teacher. Sorry, I have a question. So before there was an insert character, was dating an option, and you just dated as like a different named character?
You just play God and pair playable characters together.
Okay, so is dating like a main part of it, or is it like a supplement? Like, is it like a Mass Effect where you don't have to date anybody?
It depends on certain games, but the first game where it was introduced, it is a very, very major part of it. We'll get into that later too.
Okay, yay!
Yeah. And then here's Awakening from 2013 on the 3DS. My beloved game. And then we had Fire Emblem Fates, which was controversial but still good.
Oh,
and then
why?
the spin-off.
May I ask, teacher?
Why?
Yeah, why was it controversial?
Many.
Oh, okay. It's a whole other presentation. I understand. Never mind.
Don't worry. I can
I sign up for your other
later.
class? Okay, cool. Because this is just Fire Emblem 101. I'll sign up for your 201 class when registration opens. Okay.
Yeah. And then we can go to the next page. There's more games.
Okay. Oh,
There's
sorry.
more.
Quick question, teacher.
Yeah.
You mentioned when they introduced the dating mechanic, was it not always a part of Fire Emblem?
No, not in the first game. I think it came in during one of the first games. So on part 1 of the timeline, if you want to go back.
Okay, let me go back.
Yeah. I'll show you again later, but it came out in Genealogy of the Holy War, so the fourth one.
Why do you think... Now, I have a bit of an in-depth question for you then. You might not know the answer. Maybe you have a headcanon for it. Why do you think they added a dating aspect to it?
Because that game is a 2-part game that has a time skip. That's why. Yeah. And the genes you pass on matter. because they will create new characters for you to use.
Cause
it's very complex.
You said babies in the. Okay, I see.
Babies.
It's connecting. It's connecting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Should I go to next slide?
Yes.
Ooh.
And here are the ones that weren't featured in those timelines. So we got Fire Emblem Heroes, which is the phone game, mobile game, like gacha game.
There's a mobile. I see.
Yeah, we have Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valencia, which is a remake of the second game ever from a long time ago. Then we have Fire Emblem Warriors, which is a part of the Nintendo Warriors series.
Okay.
They just include a lot of characters from all of the games, and then they have two new protagonists there, the blonde people. But like no one really cares about the Warrior games. Anyway, the next main line was Fire Emblem Three Houses. My words are like slurring together.
No, you're good. I got you.
Yeah, I love Three Houses so much. And then we have Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes, which is just a Warriors version of Three Houses, but it's kind of like a middle ground. It's just kind of weird because Fire Emblem Three Houses also has a time skip, but Warriors is kind of like in between that time skip, if that makes sense.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Fire Emblem Warriors like Hyrule Warriors? Where
Yes,
it's like,
it is.
Okay.
It's the same Warrior series. Yeah.
I have another
It plays
question.
like that.
Teacher.
Yes.
How many of the blue-haired guys on this screen right now are in Smash Bros? I think I recognize one of them.
1, 2, 3 blue-haired guys.
Okay.
Another blonde girl.
There's who?
If you look at Fire Emblem Warriors, the blonde, white-haired girl on the top left.
On the left, like the platinum blonde lady. Okay.
Yeah.
So just the Fire Emblem characters, Fire Emblem Warriors characters are in Smash Bros.
No. Fire Emblem Warriors just takes characters from all the Fire Emblem games.
So like Hyrule. Okay, gotcha. You kind of like have all the different characters available. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what?
Haired guys.
There's like 3 of them, and they all kind of look the same. Which Fire Emblem games are they from?
Well, the center, so the one that you see like twice in these pictures, he's Marth, and he's the main lord, the main character from the first game ever.
Oh,
so he's the most important.
So he got kind of like a glow up in Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah.
You get like a redesign, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, and also in Engage, you can see him, the big face on Engage.
Oh, that's him. That's the same guy. He
Yeah,
had a little bit of a different like color to him, so I thought that was a different person. Okay. He got a little different hair dye job. I see.
Yeah, just the art style.
So who's the other
blue
keep updating
guy? Yeah. Who's the other ones?
Yeah. Who's the other blue-haired guy?
Did they add Chrom to... They added Chrom, right? Guys,
which one is
chat?
Chrom?
Chrom is the one to the right of Marth and Fire Emblem Warriors.
Okay.
The blue hair guy, the other one.
Yeah. The other blue-haired guy.
Yes.
They look different.
Chrom is in Smash. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, thank you. And then Corrin is the girl to the left of Marth.
Aw, that's a nice name, Corrin.
Yeah.
And they're all in Smash.
Yeah, she's from Fire Emblem Fates, so the game after Awakening.
I see.
And they added Byleth, which is the protagonist of Fire Emblem Three Houses. So
which one's Byleth? I recognize the name.
Yeah, the 2 people on the bottom, the small figures in Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can choose the gender. They can be either girl or guy.
Okay, and
yeah,
they're
same for
both
Corrin,
called
by the way.
Byleth, or
yeah, they're both called Byleth. Same for
Byleth
Corrin.
is gender neutral. I see.
Corrin can also be a guy, but in that picture they only show the girl
because
she's more popular.
That's fair. That's valid marketing, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know why, but like whenever it comes to like Nintendo games, I always try to like see how they are related to Smash Bros. Because even before I played Xenoblade, when I jumped into Xenoblade 1, I was like, oh my god, Shulk from Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
like
really
when
feeling it.
Yeah, like when I started playing 2, I was like, oh my god, Pyra from Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Corrin's a girl by canon. I mean, you just you can't
Miku
really...
from Fortnite is diabolical work. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, it's Miku from Fortnite. But yes,
no,
those are all the
like,
games.
It's really funny when characters start like crossing over into like different things. Because I'm like,
True.
oh yeah, Miku the Vocaloid. And then people will be like, oh yeah, Miku from Colorful Stage, like Project Sekai Colorful Stage. And I was
That's
like,
crazy. That's actually insane. Oh, my leaf.
But I feel like that's the
Okay.
same with me being like, oh my god, Shulk from Smash Bros.
True.
Oh my god, Naruto, Boruto's dad. Oh my gosh. Anything else on this slideshow? Slide.
I don't think I introduced Engage yet. It's the
yeah, go for
latest
it.
main series, but it's kind of weird in which it has new characters, but you can summon characters from the previous game. So like usually the most important characters, like the lords from the previous game, you can summon them as characters that aid your character in game. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like Fire Emblem Heroes. So in Fire Emblem Heroes, which is the phone game, you also summon, which is gacha, for characters from all over the Fire Emblem franchise, but it also has its own character. So in that sense, it's kind of similar, these two games together.
Okay.
I'm not really that big of a fan of Engage. The story is pretty ass, but the gameplay is really good. The map design is great.
At least she's honest.
Okay, but next slide. I don't remember what it was, but I think it's important.
Professor.
So I want to explain that too. Yeah, this is the gameplay. It's pretty much what it looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, we refer to Fire Emblem as waifu chess.
Oh
It's
my
like
god, chess! That's
but
crazy!
with waifu and husbando. It's not actually
Waifu to
chess. It's
F4.
much more complex.
Like that?
Has a lot of numbers involved,
So,
but
gotcha.
it does the calculations for you, so you don't really have to math or anything.
So it's
But
not
it
like
depends on the game.
it's not like waifu to F4. Check. Husbando to E5. Like it's not like that.
Well, kind of. But instead
Okay.
of the numbers, you see those boxes. Yeah. So if you see the blue boxes, it means that that character you selected can walk there, and then the red boxes is how far they can attack.
Okay, cool. This is actually kind
Yeah.
of cool, not gonna lie. Yeah, I didn't realize it was like chess. I'm learning so
Yeah,
much.
it's like this. This is what the game looks like.
Wow, battle chess, battle chess.
Half chess. Yeah.
Half chess. Half husbandos and waifus.
Battle
Valid,
chess
valid.
board. Nephany isn't deployed. Cry. How dare they? But yeah, the left one is Fire Emblem, either Radiant Dawn or Path of Radiance. I don't know.
I think
I think it's Radiant
POR.
Dawn.
Somebody mentioned, MB mentioned POR.
Path of Radiance. Oh
Yeah, Path of Radiance.
yeah.
There you go.
Oh okay. Oh, it's Path of Radiance. Okay. Yes, it's Path of Radiance. That's
We
what.
have some knowledgeable
It's
students in the chat enrolled in
GameCube
this.
controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the right side is Fire Emblem Awakening. Yeah.
Ooh.
So we can move on now that you know what the game looks like.
Ooh.
And this is where all the text comes
Okay,
in.
I'm sad.
So, the support system first began as the love system, and it came out in Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. This game featured two generations, parents and children. I haven't played this game. I kind of know all the crazy stuff that happens, but not all of it. And yeah, if I get anything wrong, just let me know.
Okay.
So basically,
You hear that?
the first generation of playable characters that you have are the parents, and you pair them up together, and they will pass on their traits, so like in-game stats, their holy blood, and their weapons to the children that will come in later in the story. Unpaired parents will have their children replaced with different characters. I don't really know who they are because I didn't look into the details. But the second generation are the children. They do not yield more children after you pair the children up with the other
Okay.
children. But
Okay.
when you pair children up with other children, they do end up with different endings. They have different critical hits and like proximity bonuses and
Okay.
other stat boosts. This love system only involves romance, so it's only romantic, no platonic.
I
Yeah.
see. I have a question, teacher.
Yes.
So, are you trying to pair up parents? Are you trying to pair up parents to pass on their traits so you could have like a good second generation that is like strong?
Yep.
So eugenics?
Yep.
Oh my god!
Eugenics in the game. But there's
That's
some
great.
characters like they're supposed to be together. Like it's
Oh,
canon.
they were meant to be.
They were meant to be, yeah.
Okay.
But then most of them, it's like, you know, you can pair up whoever you want with
That's
whoever.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny because you don't think about it that way, right? But that's essentially like what?
Yeah.
No. It's love system. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, people have mentioned that this game was not brought to global. Right, this game is only in Japanese, I think. I don't know. I haven't played it.
I see.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
it's niche, but very good.
Niche,
But
very good.
not for the light of heart. It has a pretty dark story, I think.
Oh, that's where the
Yeah.
eugenics comes into play.
No. There's more
Oh,
eugenics.
gosh.
Don't worry.
Oh god. Wait, so I have a question then. So is it the main focus of Love System? Is the main focus like trying to create a strong, like, I'm assuming they're warriors?
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Depends on the game.
So the goal is to
yeah.
have. So is there an emphasis at all in romance? Like, do you get to see like their love story of how they
Yes,
fall in
you get to see
love
the
and-
love story.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
have
not just a
support
focus
conversations.
on. Okay.
Yeah. I forgot to make a slide about the support conversations. Oh, you get to
Oh,
see
okay.
screenshots of it though.
Okay.
See, this is why it's just a drop in the bucket. This thing is so complicated.
This is just the 101 class. If you want to learn more, you're gonna sign up for Ria's like 201 class. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, next slide.
Seats fill up fast, so you better go. Okay, next slide.
Yeah. So, there are other types of support systems. So it started off as the love whatever it was called, love system, but it evolves into the support system. But there's also bond support, which was used in Mystery of the Emblem, Thracia 776, Path of Radiance, and Radiant Dawn. And this, it mostly affected accuracy, avoid, and critical stats. It was originally a hidden feature, so you didn't even know who had it. It was just written in the game's code, but you don't actually control it, because characters who can have it will already start off with it, and you can't make it or build it with in-game, like, moving the characters around or anything. You don't affect it at all. It's just a part of the game. And it sometimes activates only when the units are adjacent to each other in the game. So like, remember the chessboard looking thing? They have to be next to each other. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are you
But
gonna
this-
dive more into how this is different from the love
Yeah.
system? Okay.
So
cool.
this one is kind of, this doesn't happen anymore. We can move on to the next slide,
Okay.
and we'll
Yes,
see
ma'am.
the modern support system. Modern day support system.
Okay.
So this is used in Binding Blade, Blazing Blade, Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn Awakening, Fates, Shadows of Valencia, Three Houses, and Engage. So pretty much everything since then.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, they do have this kind of support too, in addition to the previous.
Okay.
Yeah, so this modern day support system, you do gain support like growth by placing two characters next to each other in the game. So 2 boxes next to each other. And one or both initiates battle. So when they like attack an enemy while they're next to each other, they will gain support. Awakening introduced pair up, which was a really broken mechanic. It also appeared in Fates. Basically, the higher your support level is, the better the bonuses, the stat bonuses you get. And also they will like sometimes attack after you attack. So you hit them. So whoever the main character is that you're like clicked on to do the first attack, the person that's right next to you will also attack. So it's like double the damage. Sometimes it's crazy. Or they can block for you. It's pretty insane. It's a really busted like thing that they added, which is why it doesn't appear in the next few games. But yeah, now supports can be romantic or platonic.
Yay! And there's
Yeah,
not any sort of like tactical advantage to one or the other.
Or
is
I can
it
explain that in the next slide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I
I'm
think I
asking
put it in
good
the next slide.
questions.
So here are the support ranks.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
go
it
ahead,
goes
continue.
C, V, A, and S. So you can have no support. Not every character has support with every other character. Maybe like some people have less support, some people have more supports. It just depends on the character. Basically, it goes no support C rank, B rank, A rank, and that's where it stops if they are platonic. So if they're the same sex, usually it stops at A. If they are opposite sex, it can go to S rank, which is romantic only. Basically means they get married or they start dating each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, now I have some sort of socio whatever. I feel like this just reflects how we in our society we value romantic relationships over like friendships. Because it's like why is Fire Emblem saying that you can't have as fulfilling and helpful like
that's true.
friendship? You know what I mean? And I think this just reflects a general sentiment that society at large has that places more value on romance than any other kind of love. Because it's like, what about your love for your friends or like your family? You know what I mean? Like, is that not as worth?
It only goes to A. Yeah, I don't think there's any S rank that is not romantic.
So
they are all romantic.
Okay, so their rank is like A, B, C, S. Depending on what rank it is, will determine how much aid you get from this person. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
Imagine
the stat bonuses.
Imagine like you're talking to your friend and you're like, "Hey, buddy, I need some help moving," and they're like, "Oh, sorry, you're only like a B rank friend. Like I'm busy. I have a whole full day of like relaxing. I ain't gonna let you borrow my truck and my time. Maybe when we're A rank friends, maybe." That's crazy.
It's so true though.
Wait, so are there moments in the game where like, ooh, you're going into war? Yeah, sorry, I'd only go with you if we were A rank friends? Is
that does happen sometimes. I don't remember a specific event, but I do think that there are some parts where you won't be able to recruit somebody they are going to definitely permanently die if you don't have up to this level of support with them. Yeah.
Wait, they die?
In certain games. Yep. People die in Fire Emblem. People die.
Oh my heart.
Many people die.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
No, I say that. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna look at the chat. Thank you for telling me that. I won't look at chat for a bit. I'll let Shiny get to work. Actually, you can get to work modding. Okay, perfect.
No spoilers.
That's not bad, and the game is bad because people die. That's bad because of my heart. That's bad for my heart, is what I'm trying to say. I took off the no spoilers thing because I thought maybe that'd be fine, but it's okay. Just a general reminder, no spoilers.
No, most people aren't posting spoilers. There was just one really specific spoiler.
Oh, okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, because some people may be new and may not know, so
yeah. It's fine. I mean, it was a good example from them, though.
So that's insanity. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question, and you can choose not to tell me if you think it's too spoilerino.
Yes.
Is it only if they're no support level, or can a character die if they're like C rank?
You mean like when they do die, if you don't have high enough support with them?
Yeah, like is there a specific rank that you need to be, or is it different for every character, or like how does that work?
It depends, and also that's a very niche thing. It doesn't happen in every game.
Can an S rank die?
Anyone can die.
Oh my god! That's diabolical! But what is the saying? It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. Don't let the fear of death keep you from your S rank romance.
So like what I said earlier, that was kind of like a story-based thing. Not every character has a moment like that, but when you play the game, so remember it's like waifu chess, right?
Oh my god, waifu chess?
Fire Emblem is about war, so you're always fighting an enemy army, and you have your units. So all of these characters, you send them off into war, and then you're basically the tactician that is placing where they go and who they attack and etc. And you build you build them the way you want them to grow. Like you want this person to continue being an archer or like whatever. You give them weapons, you give them this kind of stat, etc., etc.
Imagine. Sorry. Go ahead. No. Okay. Go ahead, please.
Okay. And so they're going to war, and if the enemy does kill that character, they do die forever.
Oh my god, imagine you like have this plan in your head and you're like, I'm gonna do this play, I'm gonna send out this character that I know can do it, or like I think I got this plan down, and they die.
Yeah, that's when I restart the game.
That's how you that's the spirit. Oh my god.
But don't worry. It'll be okay. Because like in modern games, they have other difficulty settings.
Okay.
So you can choose for them to never permanently die if you want to.
That's
but
gonna be
I wouldn't
me.
recommend you play it like
Really?
that.
Because the stakes are low. There's not an emotional stakes.
Yeah, exactly. There's no
You're so
emotional
right.
stake.
But then
Yeah.
here, teacher, I have a question. Is it a perfectly acceptable strat to just never send your romance out?
Well, I mean, like, remember, the higher the rank, the more the stat
Oh my
boost.
god, that's true.
So the stronger they are.
So you have to send your
Yeah.
fave out. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely diabolical. Absolutely
But also, not every game has a my unit character. So
Okay.
there won't always be a you
Can
in the
you-
game.
Is shipping between units a thing?
Yes, yes.
Oh wow.
And
Oh
also,
my god, what if you send one of the lovers out into battle and the
Yeah.
lover's like, I will
Yup.
wait for so and so to come back from the war, and they never come back from the war.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yup.
god, my heart.
Yup. It
Teacher,
actually
I
affects
think I need to
endings.
drop this course. I think I need to fail. I need to drop this course. Is it too late? Did I miss the window to drop this
It's
course?
fine. You don't have to let any of them die.
Oh my god.
Just don't let them die. Just restart the game. It'll
She's
be
like,
fine.
just get good. Just don't die. Just easy. Just don't die.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just be good. Yeah, real. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I didn't think about it like that. You're right. Oh my god.
But yeah, also every time they do rank up, so they rank up from C to B, B to A to S, they will get like a little conversation. It depends on the game. Some games don't have any conversation. Some games have a little blurb during the middle of the fight. So while you're still looking at the chessboard, some people just have in the newer games they have full-on conversations, like voiced conversations by every rank up. So
And-
that's very nice.
Ria, we have some new students coming into class
Oh.
to sit in for a little bit of the lecture. They're just checking out they're just auditing today, just checking out the course.
Welcome.
Do you want to give a quick little summary of what your presentation is right now? What they're in the middle of?
Yeah. Hi guys. We are currently talking about Fire Emblem support ranks, and sorry, support in general. What's a support
Yeah.
system? Yes, that's the word.
Yeah, just sit down, take out your notebook, get ready to learn. There will be a quiz. Just kidding. Is
There
there?
will be a quiz.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No,
Oh
no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, we'll have to see how much you guys remember about Jin Xenoblade too.
It's very complex, but it's very interesting.
Very.
Yeah.
All right. Anything
Easy
else on
mode.
support ranks?
Oh, yeah, so they get support conversations, and we'll get like a little glimpse into it later.
Hey.
Yeah.
And for those who came in late, you can just ask me for my notes. It's okay.
Mm.
I took them all in my head. Babies!
Yes.
Okay, go.
So, in Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates, you can have your own children, because in these two games you have a My Unit character. The My Unit character for Awakening is called Robin. That's the default name. You can change it. And the My Unit character in Fates is called Corrin, but you can also change that if you want to. You can also change their appearances. You get to choose their hair color, hairstyle, voice, etc. These two games feature children mechanics, because there's another mysterious in-game mechanic that will let you see your children. I don't want to dive into it just in case.
What, Punnett squares? Like, I don't... What?
Huh?
What, like Punnett squares? Like, what is this hidden mechanic? You said you're going to get to it later, or...
No,
You don't
no,
wanna
I just
talk
don't want
about
to
it.
spoil it. I don't want to spoil the
She doesn't want
ending
to spoil the
story.
Punnett squares. I got you. Okay.
So, when you pair... I think they do have to get to S rank or something, or some rank, or A rank maybe it was. You and your main character, you have really high stats. So whoever you fall in love with while playing through like the first half of the game, you can get a high enough support with, and then later on, you and that character will actually have a child, and that child will be playable for the second half of the game.
Whoa,
So you
that's
pass,
cool!
yeah, you pass your stats on. You pass your hair color on too.
Oh my God.
And also every other character, you get to pair them up with each other, and they will pass their hair color and stats and abilities.
So you play like
onto-
matchmaker.
Huh?
You play like matchmaker then.
Yeah, you're a matchmaker. Exactly. and then they will create their
Wow.
own babies with those stats. It's
Et
pretty
cetera,
crazy.
etc. Wow.
Yeah, and all the
Okay.
units are going to have their ending stories affected. You can also pair the children with each other because like
Okay.
they're adults by then.
Okay.
But they won't make more children.
That's
It
where
will
the
just
game
change the
ends.
end. Yeah, that's where the game
Got
ends.
that, got that.
Exactly.
Understood.
You got any
So can you
babies?
name the kids?
You
Oh,
can't.
sorry.
name the
People are
kids.
quoting this one quote from Xenoblade that I bring up a lot.
Yeah.
There's a girl in Xenoblade, and there's this scene where she's like, "Babies, you got any babies?"
Babies.
So that's why they're bringing them.
Oh, you got any babies?
Babies. You got any
Babies.
See, now she's gonna say it. The reason why I bring it up is because I was showing like my sisters, and I was also showing my friends. I was showing them the cutscene where the girl says that, and for whatever reason, both my sisters and my friends picked up on that specific quote, and that's the quote that they repeat as their vocal stint.
Babies.
They go, "Babies, you got any babies?" And now Ria's gonna say it. Oh my goodness.
Babies.
Oh,
You got any
You
babies?
got any babies?
Oh my god.
Oh
But yeah,
my
we got
goodness.
babies.
Babies.
And you can see here in the picture, this is a support conversation. This is what it looks like in Fire Emblem Awakening.
Oh. So
Yeah.
can you name the children themselves, or do they like auto-generate, or
They have their canonical names, and you
canonical
cannot name them.
names? But they can look different between
They
games.
can look different. So like if you have pink hair
Oh.
as a character, then let's say I have pink hair as Robin, then Morgan will have pink hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Mm.
Nice. Next slide.
Oh, actually, no.
Oh,
It
Go ahead.
in
Say.
Awakening's weird. The children
Oh.
only female characters. So the children are tied to the female characters in Awakening. So they will always
Oh.
have the hair color of the husband.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
do have some. This is like some AP Bio stuff we got going on here.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
So like
So the dominant gene is with the mother, and the mitochondria is the powerhouse
Yeah.
of the cell.
but in Fates,
Okay.
it's the other way around. The children are attached to the guys, so they will always have the hair color of the
I
mother.
see.
Yeah, but it's
should-
just these two games that have
wow.
all the baby shit. Later on, it's a little different.
In your
It's a little
201
different.
class, you should go into like the science of like the dominant and recessive genes and like.
Oh, yeah. I can.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we can go to the next slide.
Okay, you hear
No more
that? You have to
babies.
tune in for our next PowerPoint slide.
Yeah. Gay? Is
Oh.
can gay?
Okay,
Is can gay?
is can?
Is can gay? But
Okay.
only in certain games.
Oh, but only
So in
certain
Fire Emblem
games.
Fates,
Only okay.
yeah, 3 houses and engage.
Oh.
If I miss something, don't come after me. I don't know. If I'm wrong,
What?
just let me know in the comments. Only certain characters can gay from each game. Not every character.
Not every character.
Is can do be gay.
It's
Indeed.
similar with Mass Effect,
Oh, really?
where it's like so in Mass Effect they have male Shep and female Shep. And from what I understand, some characters are like only for male Shep, some characters are only for femme Shep.
Oh.
Some characters can date both. And like it's really interesting. Or like some games like you can't date them in the first game, but they become dateable in the second game or onwards. Yeah. And I wonder if it's like a if they just couldn't find the time to record the voice lines for both like routes or something. I don't know.
Well,
But
in
is
Fire
there-
Emblem is different.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so in Fire Emblem, they can always, if they can S rank with the same sex, they can always S rank with the opposite sex too. So they are bi. They're not like fully gay or fully lesbian, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But I like to headcanon that if they can be same sex, then they are that.
Oh, yeah.
So here's Edogar. She's a lesbian icon.
Wow.
All I searched was Edogar gay, and this was like the first
The first
picture that
thing?
came
Wow.
up.
So you didn't have to do any editing. Wow.
I didn't have to do
I was gonna say,
anything.
I was like, your graphics design work is fantastic. This is beautiful.
Thank you. I mean, I added the lesbian icon text, but that
Oh,
was all I
okay.
did.
So you did add a little bit of your own embellishment. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
and of
a
course
collaborative effort. I see.
Yeah, and this is referring to S rank, so marriage. Yeah,
Right. 'Cause
otherwise
S-rank
they
is
can
only
of course just be
romantic.
friends up to 8.
Oh, I
Mhm.
see.
And also it can be main characters too. So like Edogar is a main character.
So-
She can also be gay. It's not just reserved for like
So if a character can become S rank, like romantic, if you can romance them, is there an option to stop at A rank, Or like, is there like not a
Yes,
reason?
you can.
To?
You don't have to
Oh.
marry them. I mean, like,
Why not? You get the stat boosts.
But you can only marry one person. You can't marry all of them.
No. But listen, imagine like in real life, someone proposes to you and they're just like, "Will you marry me so I can get the stat boosts?" You know what I'm saying? Like, will you marry me so we can file as joint on our taxes? You know what I mean?
Tactical marriage.
Tactical marriage, right? Like, gosh, like can we marry each other so that we qualify for this loan? Like, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh.
So there's this funny thing in Awakening where
Okay.
because of the storyline, one character has to get married by this certain chapter.
Oh
Right?
wow. Okay.
But then you as the main character, you kind of interact with that character the most. So
Aw.
because you fight alongside each other a lot, because you are the two strongest characters, it's very likely that you as the main character unit marries that person.
Okay.
But I was going to marry that person at first. But then, like 2 chapters or 1 chapter before that happened, I fell in love with this other character. So I had to grind
Oh,
in
wow.
off main story maps so that I can get my support up with the new person higher than the other person. Or else
Gotcha.
I would have just married off into the like other guy.
Mm-mm.
So I had to seriously grind so I can marry somebody else.
Oh. So
It's pretty
question.
funny.
Question. So you mentioned that you can only S rank with one person, right?
Yes.
So you can't accidentally S rank. So like once you're locked in with a person, you can't advance any other unit to S rank.
You cannot, yeah. You
Okay, gotcha.
as a unit cannot S rank anyone else. You can only pair them up with someone else.
In Mass Effect, you can accidentally date multiple people,
Oh.
from what I've heard.
Oh, no, not in
Yeah.
Fire Emblem. And
Yeah,
also,
so you
not
gotta
every
lock in.
game you S rank immediately.
Yeah.
Some
So if like
games only
Okay.
at the very end of the game.
So like let's say you have multiple A ranks, but there's only one person you want to S rank. So you have to be like very careful that you don't
Yes.
act. So
or,
it's
no.
okay.
You can play
Okay.
next to them, adjacent.
okay.
Just don't read the support. I
So
think.
okay, so
I'm not sure.
it's
actually.
not an obvious will you S rank this character. It just happens naturally and you gotta be careful.
Wait, sorry, what was that? My
So
brain pooped.
is there a very obvious like would you like to S rank this character, or is it just it's very natural so you can happen on accident?
I think for the ones where you can accidentally S rank someone you don't want, they do ask you.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
Understood. Okay.
They do. Yeah, it gives you the option. Yeah. They're like, are you sure you want to marry this
Do
guy?
you want to lock in? Do you want to lock in, or are you just really good friends with the person?
Yeah, just
Okay.
don't click on the conversation and then you won't actually
You
be
know,
S ranked.
It reminds me of like Mass Effect, because it's like in Mass Effect, they have like Paragon and Renegades. So, like generally, like to put it in simple terms, because it's not good and bad, but like generally speaking, it's like good versus bad sort of thing.
Yeah,
And
actually-
that's a really simplified way of saying it. People will get mad if you only like talk about it like that, but there's like friendly options and then not friendly options. They're a little bit harsher. But it's like generally,
I
I
see.
want to be nice to the characters, but then you can accidentally
Yeah,
romance them just by being
true,
nice to
yeah.
them.
Just by being
So-
nice.
Yeah, just by being nice. So it's like, oh, why can't I just be nice to you? Why do you want to romance me? Yeah, so I accidentally started romancing another character before I got to the character that we were gonna lock in on for the
Oh,
romance.
okay.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem doesn't really give you dialogue options. It's just who you place yourself next to or other
Ah.
characters next to on the map.
I see.
Yeah.
Alright.
Also, apparently, Awakening doesn't ask you at all, but Fates does ask you if you're sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see, I see.
It depends on the game, I guess. There's a lot of like changes that they make between games. It's not
Okay.
consistent at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
But we can move on to the next page.
All right.
Oh god, how long is this?
Ah,
Oh,
okay,
we
okay.
got to the my husband part. Wait, let me see if I missed anything.
Okay.
Did I miss any?
You're on
other
slide
important
16
things,
out of
guys?
20.
I think we're good, right? Do
I
you
think
have
so.
any more questions before I start like
I think
yapping
I asked
about?
all of them. Sorry if I seem like I'm interrupting. I'm just very engaged
No,
in this
no.
presentation.
I'm glad. Yeah, you ask good questions.
Yeah, yeah, you hear
And it
that?
is
I'm a
such
good
a, yeah, it's such a complex thing. So,
Mm.
um, Let me see.
So is it pronounced Lon'qu?
Lon'qu.
Lon'qu. Even has a cool name.
Yeah. So this is the character that I feel is similar to Jin.
Can I? Oh, I was gonna clock him as totally different.
Really?
Yeah, he gives off the like, I'm not doing it because I like you kind of vibe, you know? Just off of this expression.
He's a little tsundere, but he's not a true tsundere.
He seems like a stop getting hurt, you idiot kind of guy. But like he actually likes you.
He does that.
See, I can clock this again. See, I knew it.
Okay.
Read him to filth.
I can move on to talking about it. You can go to the next slide.
Oh, I basically got it. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Isn't he pretty?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My first love. So he's from Fire Emblem Awakening, which is my first Fire
He is
Emblem
very
game.
pretty. Wow.
Yeah. And he's voiced by Travis Willingham. I love his voice so much.
Ooh.
Yeah. So nice. Okay. He's gynophobic. Is that how you pronounce that word?
I don't know. I've never used the word.
I said it
But
right.
I can, yeah.
So he's afraid of women.
Oh.
Yeah.
Due to childhood trauma, no.
Yeah.
Spoiler,
it's
I'm
very
assuming,
sad.
but that's all you can say. Okay, gotcha.
It's just so Awakening doesn't break down its characters that much. They don't have that full of a background story.
Okay.
But it is still nice, and if you do play the game, then it'll be nice for you to learn about it on your own.
So is due to his phobia, is he just avoidant of women? Does he like
he avoids women.
I see.
He doesn't like to fight alongside women. He doesn't like to see women.
So
he
he's
doesn't
not
like to be
sexist.
near women. He's like, you must stand this far away from me.
Okay. He has like
On
trauma.
the battlefield. Yeah, he has trauma.
I see.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. That's sad.
Yeah. But despite that, he will still protect everyone. He always puts others
including women
before himself. Yeah, of course. He
Equality.
doesn't hate women.
Equality. He doesn't hate women. He's just afraid of them.
Yeah, he's just afraid
That's
of
so
them.
sad.
Exactly. He just needs
That's really
distance. And it's very sad, the trauma.
Yeah.
And yeah, it directly relates to why he is this way.
I don't want to be spoiled. I hope that that's something he gets over in the game. Don't tell me if he does or not. But
It depends on support.
Really?
Yeah, it depends on support.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's probably when he
Don't give me the
does
details.
speak-
Don't give me the details.
Okay.
Okay.
It depends on the character.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No
I
spoilers,
see.
don't worry.
Yeah, I see.
So he starts off as a Myrmidon. He uses a sword like a katana.
What's a
And-
myrmidon? Did I
It's
say that
just a
right?
class.
Okay.
It's a real thing. So if you Google it, it'll tell you like it's like this group of people who lives like around this area, etc. But
Wow.
in Fire Emblem, it's just basically a baby sword master or just a sword user in general.
I read
Kinda like
ahead.
Huh?
I read ahead. I'm sorry. I'm a bad student. Keep going.
Oh, okay. But yeah, he canonically levels up into sword master, but the game allows you to do whatever you want, so he can be other things too. Yeah, he's really good at peeling potatoes.
He's
They
also
added
a
this-
chef, like Jin.
Yeah.
See, he's like Jin.
There's like
good,
official- yeah.
good with a knife and good with a sword.
Yeah.
It's a transferable skill.
Why potatoes? I don't know, but I think there's official art of him peeling a potato. I think it's in the
Yeah,
TCG or something.
specifically potatoes.
Yeah.
I feel
it's
like-
a part of a support conversation too.
I feel like Lon'qu and Jin could get along.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really stoic. But really cool, but
very
also
cool.
silly. And he's not afraid
Jin
to
is
like
not silly.
tell you you're
Yeah.
stupid. You know,
Oh.
I love him so much.
Ah.
He's such a good character in the game. He's like insane as a unit.
Ah.
And then I don't want to spoil anything, but
Okay, please. Yeah.
it's just
don't.
yeah. If you do
my
marry him, it's
God.
pretty sad.
Oh my
but,
god. Why? Why do you do this to me? No.
But it's like
Not you. I'm talking about the game itself. No.
Yeah.
Why?
but it's
Please.
hopeful. It's a hopeful ending. It's not like
Oh, my
he's
heart.
gone
I
ending.
loved
It's
him.
a we can do it again ending.
Okay.
You know?
I see.
It's
see.
good.
I understand.
I love him very much.
I can see that. I love that for you. This is your husband, right?
Yeah.
Ria's, right?
My husband. Oh,
Yes.
and I've played this game so many times, and I'm like, this time I should try marrying this person, but I always marry him again.
Yep.
I can't help it. I only like him.
Wow, you're loyal.
Lon'qu.
She's loyal.
Mwah, mwah,
Mm-hmm.
mwah. Loyal until the next page. Let's move on.
What? That's crazy. Is it a different game?
Yes.
See, that's different.
Oh wait,
That's
wait.
different.
Before.
Wow!
It's fine.
Spoiler! Go back.
No, it's fine. We'll move on. We'll move
Okay,
on to
okay,
the next
okay,
one.
okay. Surprise! Jump scare.
Surprise!
Oh my gosh,
Now
he
we
has
move on to-
freckles!
Yeah, isn't he cute?
Yeah.
We can move on to one of the newer games, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yeah,
Okay.
so this game is much more like
Fish.
fleshed out. It's got a lot of support conversations, and they're long, and they're well written, and they're also fully voiced.
Wow.
The game
okay.
itself is just much more fleshed out than Awakening. Not to say it's better.
Who
it's
is the
just
artist?
different.
Does anyone know? I really like their art style.
Yeah. Oh, this is his official art from the Fire Emblem Heroes game. This is one of his
Okay.
like summer alternative.
Does anyone know the
outfits.
artist?
It does say on the wiki though. Do
Okay,
you guys want
I'll-
to search for it?
Yeah. Someone in the chat want to do some
Like-
extra credit for it?
Summer Ash Fire Emblem Heroes. It'll
Okay.
probably tell you who the artist is.
I like the color. Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah. Okay. Ash. Ash.
That's his full name? Ash.
Yeah.
That's his government name. Yeah, okay.
This is government name.
Ash. Yeah, I got you.
Azutaro.
Oh, is he-
AZU-Taro.
Does he not have a last name? So is he an Ash Fire Emblem?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, he does have a last name.
What's his last name?
Ash,
Sagisawa?
What?
No, you didn't get the joke. I said, what's his last name? Sagisawa?
Sagisawa. Yes, it is.
Oh my
It is. Wait, does Violet have a last name in the game? I don't think so. I don't think you canonically have a last name. Do you? Wait, yes you do, because you have a dad. What's my dad's last name again? I don't remember in this game. But anyway,
Oh my
I guess
gosh.
technically we take his last name. He does have a last name. It's
Oh,
has two
oh,
last
so
names
in the marriages
some
you
reason.
have to take the male's last name.
no, it's
You
not
can't
even
like
part of the game.
you can't like
It's
choose.
just
You can't
speculation.
hyphenate. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So he can be Ash Sagisawa.
Yeah.
In
His
your mind
English
space.
last name is Ubert, U-B-E-R-T, but in Japanese, he has a different last name for no reason. It's just
Oh.
Duran, D-U-R-A-N. I don't know why they're
Duran.
different. Every other character just has one last name, but he has
Shiny
two different
says-
versions.
Shiny says he's another guy with a fish in his Tinder bio.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I just like this art, so I want to include it. And also, you see like the
There's
screenshot.
actually an artwork of Artem with like a fish, like going fishing.
Oh,
That's
really?
crazy. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, Violet Eisen. Yeah. That's the full name of the main character that you played, my unit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
so Eisen is your last name technically. So it
I
could be
see, I
Ash Eisen or
Oh.
Violet Ubert.
Oh, she's dreaming. She's like, okay. I love this, like, I love this whimsy. I love this joy in your voice. Like, this is why I do PowerPoint nights. It's just so fun seeing people, like, talk
I
about
love
things
Ash
that
so
they're
much. I'm
passionate
so
about.
like
I'm
unhinged about
happy.
him.
Like, you, like, sharing your joy about Ash is, like, making me excited.
Ugh.
Making me
Well, I
happy.
don't even know where to start. I just like
Go,
it was
girl.
love
Just
at
do
first sight.
whatever.
I was going through a really dark period in my life, and then I saw him, and I'm like, oh, it's good in the world.
That's really
And also-
beautiful.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Three Houses was just written so well, and it's so similar to a visual novel. It's like a visual novel, but Fire Emblem tactical game
I see.
in one, with an amazing story. And there's like several routes that you can play. So you can play this game like 4 or 5 times, and you'll be playing a completely different game every time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's such a big game, and each story brings you different places, and the person that you love the most may have different fates in each of them, depending on how you
Okay.
play it. So it's
Gotcha,
just
gotcha.
so emotionally investing.
Uh-huh.
I included a screenshot of a part of his supports, but I cropped it so you won't get spoiled of other things.
Okay,
But
good,
he's
good,
like,
good.
so if there's anything I can do for you, wait, what was he say? I can see.
Oh,
in
here.
my head.
I'm sorry. I'll send you the slide so you can read it. I didn't
Oh wait,
think
no,
about.
I got it.
You got
I
it?
have it
Okay.
up now.
You have
Okay.
your slide notes.
I want to do it because I care about you. It's so sweet.
just a friendly guy.
Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
I said he's just a friendly guy.
Yeah, he's so nice. He's so sweet. So he's the sweetest person to ever exist. Saved me from depression, literally. He loves to cook. He loves to garden. He loves flowers. His favorite flowers are violets.
Wow.
He loves animals, especially cats. There's a lot of support conversations. Yeah, with him like taking care of a cat and all that. He's good with kids because he has 2 younger siblings that he has to take care of. Yeah. He's just, so he's very hardworking. He's very determined. He's a commoner, and in this game there's like nobles and commoners, and he's had a difficult upbringing. But despite all of the things that happen, he's still the brightest person in the game.
He might be a commoner, but he's your king.
Yes!
Right.
And he wants to be the best knight. Yeah, that's his dream.
Oh
being the best knight.
Oh my god. I love seeing how happy that he makes you.
He does.
That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Hold
on to that joy. Hold on to that whimsy. Oh, he loves me.
So much. We're married.
There you're married.
We're married.
Ash Sagisawa. Rhea Ubert.
When this game came out, like the year of, after I finished the game, I went on Etsy and I bought a ring that looks like the ring that he gives you, and then
oh, precious! I love that.
Yeah, I'm a little unhinged.
No, honestly, that's your joy. That's your joy.
He's just so lovely. I have no words to describe how wonderful he is.
Yeah,
he's the best.
I think there's nothing wrong with a little fun little Delulu. You know?
Yeah, I'm so Delulu about him.
Delulu, but like you're still a well-adjusted person who, like, you know what I mean?
Thank you very much.
That's what I mean by like a healthy. That's what I mean by like a healthy amount of Delulu. You know what I mean? Like you can still have your fun. Like you can still like, live your fantasy, things like that. But like, that's just what it is, a fun little fantasy. You know what I mean? And it's like, as long as it doesn't like take over your life, you know what I mean? Or like doesn't ruin your life or your relationships with real people. Why not? Like why not buy merch of like your favorite character? Why not like you let them give you joy? You know?
Exactly.
Like, yeah. God.
Yeah. Let yourself be happy.
Exactly.
High functioning Delulu, that's me.
Oh my god.
But yes, that is
so
the end.
Who is okay? I wanted to circle back. I wanted to apply some of our past concepts. I think Lon'qu is the most scrimblo coded out of all of them.
Yeah? Oh, yes, you don't think Ash is scrimblo?
I think there's an aspect of like, I think that gap that I was talking about before.
Oh,
you know
Ash
what I
has
mean?
no gap. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think
Ash does not have a gap moe.
Because I think a lot of that like, oh my goodness, comes from that like gap of expectations, that like gap moe, I think.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Ash is just moe.
Yeah.
Moe.
Moe. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, teacher.
No
I learned so much.
Students.
Oh my god. Any last questions before we wrap up class today? If you want to see more, let us know what sorts of themes you want. Like, let us know what topics you want us to talk about. Today's was about Valentine's, but maybe you want a specific theme. Like, maybe you want a science day, and we talk about, like, the elements of Genshin Impact, or, like, the science behind the Fire Emblem Punnett squares. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Something
finish
like
your Fire Emblem
that.
games. Start Fire Emblem if you haven't yet.
Okay, homework.
Any game.
Start or finish a Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's my homework then. Okay, your homework, Rhea, is to eventually, sooner rather than later, start a Xenoblade.
Okay.
Doesn't
I may
have
replay
to, you
the
don't have
first
to
one.
stream it if you don't want to. Yeah.
Got
Okay,
it.
favorite one though, if I had to rank like the main three, personally, everyone has their own opinion, right? My number 1 is 3. My number 2, close second, is 2. And then 1. But I still love 1. Like, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love 1.
Alright.
These 3 are all like in my top.
Can I play
games.
3 first?
I did.
Okay.
This might be a blasphemous thing. You can start wherever. Really. That's my blasphemous take.
No, that's what I think about Fire Emblem too. You can start wherever.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, I started with 3 and like that turned me into a huge fan, and then so I started from the very beginning.
Ah, I see.
I say you can start anywhere, but if you already have 1, might as well finish 1. You know.
True. Oh no. I mean I yes.
Wait, what? What?
Never mind.
Okay.
I did want to mention unrelated thing, but
Yes.
the voice actor for Ash was doing like an online signing thing for just Ash as the character, so I have one of his autographs.
That's
Yeah,
so
I have it framed.
Yeah, you can start wherever. I think like that's fine, but yeah, most fans will just tell you 1, 2, 3. Because usually, if people just ask me what order, I'll be like, okay, you can play 1, 2, 3. You know.
Okay.
But
Yeah, true.
if you want to know how I did it, I did start with 3. That was the one that got me.
3, 2, 1.
I did 3, 1, 2, and then I'm
1,
gonna
2.
play 3 again. But you might as well just do 1, 2, 3
True.
because you already started
could.
1, so might as well.
But it was a long time ago, like 7,
Yeah,
8 years
might
ago.
as well. Might as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, before we wrap up for the day, did you want to share any shout outs, anything you're doing, whatever you're up to?
I guess my birthday merch is going to
Yeah!
get off of pre-order tomorrow. So tomorrow's the last day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check it out.
primordiamerch.com.
.com. Any slash Rhea, anything like that?
I can
or-
post it here.
Yeah, please put it in the
You
chat.
just scroll down.
Yeah. I'll pin it. I'll pin
Yeah.
it. There you go.
Thank
All right.
you.
Anything else that you're doing on your channel? What are you playing? What are you up to? Marvel Rivals?
More Marvel Rivals. This week
Yeah!
it's just another like relaxing Zatsu / maybe Marvel Rivals day. But yeah,
Yeah.
just trying to keep a variety.
Of course. Gosh. And then for my channel, if you didn't see the previous pinned message, I think Shiny can send a new message. But I just released a love song original, my very first love song. And it's about the love that I have for my favorite fictional characters. So in theme with today's PowerPoint presentations. If you want to check it out, listen to it, maybe you'll think about your faves in anime, video games, fictional media. And then you can thank them for the brain rot, for the brain worms, right? So check that out. I currently just finished Xenoblade, Torn of the Golden Country, which is why I did my presentation on Jin. And I'll be resuming Xenoblade with X when it comes out. But I'm also currently playing Kingdom Hearts. I might start playing Persona 5 Royal soon. What else am I doing? I have Gunpla Handcam on Sunday. But yeah, lots of very emotional story-based games. I'm also a singer and an aspiring voice actress, so keep an eye out for all that, I guess. Yeah. Anything else you want to share with everyone before we say goodbye and send them over to Ray's concert?
That's about it. I hope you guys can make it in for our songs for the concert. Yeah. Can't wait.
Thank you all very much. As always, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly, Cyber Angel Rita Kamishiro at your service.